ready for a Week 16 recap. This past Sunday, the Green Bay Packers took a road trip to the desert to take on the red-hot Cardinals. Were the Pack able to extend their 3-game win streak, or would the Cardinals lock up the number 2 seed in the NFC? Can Aaron Rodgers catch fire before playoff time? And how will the Cardinals defense perform without star free safety Tyrann Mathieu? All those answers and more now. No points in the first, but early in the second, the Cardinals get on board with Larry Fitzgerald reeling in the pass from Palmer at the goal line. The great year for both veterans continues to improve. Meanwhile, Packers offense can't get anything going, but they catch a spark from an unlikely source as Tim Massey takes this fake punt, rounds around and through the defenders and has the first down. Packers getting desperate as their team tries to rally together and gets a rhythm. Massey made it look easy by the excellent blocking in front of him by Chris Banjo and Jake Ryan as he plunged across the marker and got the much-needed first down. But the drive would soon end, leaving the Cardinals in a 1-minute drill to drive the field. What could possibly go wrong? On this next drive, Palmer steps up in the pocket, lasers a pass down the middle to Michael Floyd on the cross route, and he takes it down the numbers for a huge gain and into field goal territory. Carson Palmer is making these zone blitzes look easy to beat, and the Packers are suffering. Later down in the drive, Palmer's under pressure, finds no one to throw the ball to, and tosses it out of the end zone. Now Clay Matthews offers a fellow USC alum help off the turf. Oh wait, no, just cold. Frustration builds in Clay and Green Bay's defense. Following play, Palmer threads the needle into John Brown on the slant, and he rounds his way into the end zone for 6. 17-zip at halftime. After the James Starks fumble to start the second half, David Johnson cuts underneath his blocks and lasers across the pylon for the score. The Packers defense is bending and breaking all over the place. This game is starting to get out of hand due to execution by the Cardinals offense. Look at this simple power play as left guard Mike Iupati pulls to the right side and kicks out Demarius Randall. Larry Fitzgerald's block inside helped widen the hole as David Johnson gashed the Packers D for the easy score. This Cardinals team is playing smart and they're beating this defense top to bottom. But the Cardinals defense is doing even better. Aaron Rodgers struggled all day under unbelievable pressure. The bad man can't be very bad if he can't stay upright. His offensive line can't stay healthy, his receivers struggle to create separation, giving Aaron no time to read and pick apart defenses like we've seen in previous years. Simple blocking assignment misses and Rodgers losing the ball in the pocket or trying to squeeze it into these small holes, creating rare mistakes and turnovers by this acclaimed offense and MVP caliber quarterback. Simply put, this Sunday the Packers offense had its screws loose at a time it needed to be its strongest. With the playoffs looming and needing to go through the tough defenses of Seattle, Arizona, and Carolina to reach the promised land, this Packers team isn't seeming to have all the pieces of the puzzle together. There's a formula to make a run in the playoffs, and right now, after this embarrassing 38-8 loss, the Packers are certainly not following it. If the Packers do not get their act together and play at the level this team has been capable of, Mike McCarthy and his team will be sitting at home after a quick playoff exit. With the high expectations in Titletown, this play is simply unacceptable. In what was supposed to be a hard-fought NFC matchup between two elite football teams, only the home team showed up. The Packers were utterly pummeled as ridiculous mistakes, misassignments, and poor execution in all phases of the game doomed them in Arizona. The Cardinals will have an NFC West showdown versus the Seahawks next week as they hope for a win and a Panthers loss to claim the number 1 seed in the NFC. Now the Packers, on the other hand, go into Week 17 with the predicament in their hands. 7:30 Sunday night, the Packers host the Vikings for the fight for the NFC North. Here's where it gets interesting. If the Packers win and are declared NFC North champs, they will be the number 3 seed and host the dangerous Seattle Seahawks at Lambeau. With thoughts of the Fail Mary game and last year's Brandon Bostic drop onside kick, any cheesehead would cringe at that matchup. Now, if the Packers NFC East champion Kirk Cousins' Redskins. A lot less intimidating, isn't it? So, as a Packers fan, are you truly rooting for your team? Or are you hoping for the loss, making the road to the divisional round easier? That's your choice on this upcoming Sunday. But in this matchup, it was the reigning Coach of the Year, Bruce Arians, and his Cardinals making a bold statement as they beat the Packers 38-8. For Quench Sports, this is Nick Walters. Happy New Year, and Quench on.